I have big news. We're having a baby. And I wasn't ready. Even though for 20 years I've been researching the future of learning, work, intelligence, this thing, both so intimate, so natural, and at the same time so universal, that thing that all of us share, that thing that brings us together, that thing that makes us human. And yet, for the past few decades, we went on and on and on, measuring it, scaling it, framing it. And we made it smaller. That's why, a few years back, when AI came out of its winter, I got really excited. I quit my job, became an advisor, even started building my own artificial intelligence platform for career intelligence. AI had the promise of augmenting our humanity. It was thrilling for a while until, I became a mom. Ulysse and Nina. And then suddenly, it was weird. We are indeed feeding AI. We're teaching it to speak. We're raising it responsibly. All of this is parenting vocabulary. Are we really having an AI baby? So AI started standing for artificial intelligence. We are recreating it. We are not augmenting it anymore. And so I dived in. And it's true, don't get me wrong, I was facing all the hurdles of parenting. 4 years without sleeping properly, expensive childcare, all these questions. Is this school good? Is this toy good? Is this book good? Is any of it good? Am I good? And then there I was, trying to parent and create an artificial intelligence on top of the human one. But this parenting OS, I just realized, diving a little bit into it, that it was not just me. 57% of parents are burnt out, and the cost in the US alone of invisible parenting is $157 billion. Many, many new generations don't even want to have children, and it's not just for environmental reasons, not just for the childcare cost. It's because it feels that we lost. So do we want this? Do we want to build next generation of artificial intelligence? But what is parenting really? Parenting is a biological protocol first. The first parenting operating system lies into biology and into 3 steps that allow us to create intelligence: synchrony, regulation, meaning. Synchrony for when we breathe, we look at each other, we touch, and we come together, parent and child, but also us humans. And that's when we move from being really scared to feeling secure, because we attune to one another. Regulation is that thing of moving from recognition to being okay. A child sees us controlling our emotions, moving into something, being able to do something with these emotions. And then the third step is really making something out of it and moving from chaos to love, to purpose, and that's meaning. So this incredible operating system doesn't stop here. Do you know the magic is that, yes, children are going to learn from us and through us, but they're not the only ones. We do too. Because parenting is a 2-sided highway. Why? Because our brains are built on mirror neurons. That means that, yes, they learn and they grow, but through parenting, we learn and we grow. My mom always used to say, parenting is the most wonderful and the most difficult school you will ever attend. And she was right. My mom was a kindergarten school teacher, and so was her mom before her. And both of them knew that there was always a spark of intelligence in every child, in every one of us, worth investing into. So unfortunately, when she passed 12 years ago from a brain tumor, silly brain, I felt the need and the urge to look towards the future. And I went on a trip, my world tour. I'm still not a rock star. And I went to Cambodia, where everything was destroyed by the war. I went to Singapore, where the first national resource is intelligence, and they keep investing in it through educational systems and career processes. Then I went to the US, San Francisco, the Silicon Valley, where they're really pushing the frontiers of intelligence, New York and Boston, where they're trying to come up with new policies, and then Latin America, where it's really rooted in creative communities and creative schooling. And that trip taught me something that was really shocking 12 years ago. It all comes down to one thing, one common denominator when it comes to intelligence: parenting. Because whenever this system crashes and we are delegating to them, there is one thing that brings together the past and the future, and is right here and now building and busy shaping this intelligence in the moment: parenting. And so I wondered, but why is it so dismissed? Last night at the dinner party, oh, so what do you do? Well, I'm a mother of two. Oh. So the most important job, and it's not only the most important job, is the only job where your gray matter expands and grows. And that is completely dismissed. And it's not only about us moms and dads, it's about everybody really taking care of humans. Nurses, midwives, teachers, this whole collective act of parenting, because parenting is definitely not something you do alone. I'm sure you heard that expression. It takes a village. And at first, naive me, I thought, yes, an extra pair of hands so I can go to the gym. Not only. That village that we are at the risk of losing, because that's what is happening with AI right now. The bigger risk is not for us to lose jobs. The bigger risk is the dismantlement of this human village, of these relationships. Why? Because again, mirror neurons, brains, shaping and being shaped, that's how it works. And so if we lose the relationship and the social nature of the human village, we also lose the conversations, we lose the shared experience. Don't get me wrong. I believe in the power of technology and its positivity. There is this mom in Zurich, she knows become famous because she says, I love it. I can just stop my brain and delegate my parenting to ChatGPT. It's amazing. AI now is in toothbrushes, helps us planning healthy meals, vacations, birthdays. It remembers, the naps. Is this what we want? Because AI also became a teacher. Never says no, repeats endlessly, always positive, never gets annoyed. And at the same time, little guardrails, right? Speaking dirty to your underage children, including pushing them to self-harm and sometimes suicide. Do we really want that? Or are we ready to bring back the village, to think carefully about what it means to leverage AI to reboot this parenting OS. The biology is okay. The purpose, it might lie right there, right in front of us, because parenting is not just parenting children. It's parenting an idea, a team, a school, an organization, a world. And right now, this whole village is falling apart. So I'd like to share a couple of things that might be interesting for us to bring it back. One, this village needs to have children. Did you hear about the no kids policy? No kids at the swimming pool, no kids at the restaurant, no kids in hotels, no kid in public spaces, just no kids. A couple of weeks ago, French court even, banned and closed a playground at the school because it was too noisy for the people living around the school. That's the no kids I'm talking about. And then what about parents? Obviously mothers, to finally think and understand that they are doing the most difficult, the most needed job right now. When we talk about the era of artificial intelligence, let me just go back to the era of intelligence. Mothers, we rule it. But let's not forget about fathers. Because in the 57% of parents being burnt out, fathers, dads are also in there. 85% of Gen Z dads want to be more involved. They want to have that impact. But they can't because they don't know where to start. And it's not just about children and actual parents, it's also about all the relatives. And in French, the beautiful word parent means relatives. So all of you, thank you for now being a part of my family. We are going to need that. My kids are going to need that because that's the only way that we can continue learning from one another and leveraging AI to activate this system. To, yes, remember the little things that we must remember, but it's really hard because we have a lot in our heads. And at the same time, leveraging AI to bring back all this collective intelligence from parents around the world, from individuals motivated to rise one another. Except there is one issue. Where is this village? Where can you share what you want it to look like? What is important to you as well as to me? We have no place. Right now, we have digital communities and social networks. But what about the actual interactions? The actual place where we can all come as a family. And so that's the invitation I would like to extend today. The one of bringing it back, of feeling that we are a village, even though it's global. And so yes, we will use technology, but more importantly than not, we're going to keep raising each other. And in parenting, might not only be the social bonding that we are craving, it might also be the purpose that we seem to have lost.